Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one goes out of bounds. A less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And they get the completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On the run here. Lets it go. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down and goal upcoming. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has points on the board here.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff heading left. Powering through. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the wideout goes in motion. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Snags the quick throw. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. To the air, it's Hunt. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Just trucks the man. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. No shot to bring him down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, UAB. He will score. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it a length of the field to the house in the conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking right, this one caught. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Gives it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can he make it to the marker? In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, Chris, how about the running back here on 3rd down and 1? He's so focused on trying to just pick up a couple yards for the 1st down. You can almost see him slightly hesitate there once he hit that initial surge from that defense and was still on his feet. He's looking around. There's nobody to slow him down, so he gets huge yards on this play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47th.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring out 2nd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it on the move. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And they've got the returner corralled. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. Trying to use his legs to make the 1st down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they've got him. And the Blazers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The ball is loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
For the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's an important 1st down on that running play. Scanning the field. It's Hunt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They look to throw it here on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. The offense already has 1 fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? An inside give now from the shotgun. Touchdown Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. UAB offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Blazers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Looking to chuck it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run.
And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time a completion. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to throw on third and goal. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. He'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Hunt. Quick throw, testing the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Blazers line it up with first and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UAB. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. We'll call for the fair catch here. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide open receiver complete. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hunt. Defense is coming out. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
A really good job by his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they've got him a sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum with this defense heading to the break. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Blazers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Hunt. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he fires the football to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Blazers will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. But he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
They're going to run it here. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potential.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. This one will be fair caught. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Pressure is coming. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
To the air, it's Hunt. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, UAB.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time. Oh, he lost the ball. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. It felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And the defense wraps him up.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. Got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Dropping back, it's Hunt. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaking free at the 35. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Blazers. And this one is getting ugly.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pass rush closing in. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Contact as he let the ball go. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Hunt. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, UAB. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Hunt. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Blazers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quick throw over the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Hand off to the back. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing, and here he is, the big stage of the championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down after that running play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
You can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this point.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the offense will just take a knee. The Blazers will have to kick this away. He's on to boot it away now. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.